Greetings, it is August 21st, 2019. I'm with a proof of an etching and aquatint that I originally made the plate for in winter spring 1978 during my second semester as a grad student at Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri, which I subsequently left following that term and was a transfer MFA candidate at the University of Missouri in Columbia starting fall of '78. This particular proof is dated 1978 to 80, but I've got a note there. Anyone can see that? Where are we? 1982, so I probably printed this in 1982. And the Vanishing American Eagle #1. There are two proofs I printed that would have been similar in coloration that are in viewable collections. One was purchased by the Port of Seattle, which is in their I believe it's in a conference room in the port building on the Seattle waterfront, which is kind of on the north end towards Myrtle Edwards Park, as opposed to the south end, like towards where the ferry terminal is. This is like in the downtown Seattle. Another proof and a companion etching were purchased around 1983 or so by First Interstate Bank of Washington, which no longer exists, at least in the west of the Cascades, Puget Sound area, but I saw online on the internet within the last year that there are still First Interstate Bank branches in eastern Washington, so I'm going to find out if they have it. And the other etching and aquatint, similarly sized, 4 feet high by 2 feet wide. Some years ago, I had contacted Wells Fargo, which bought First Interstate Bank of Washington's Seattle area bank headquarters and branches, and they said they didn't have it. And they also refused to state whether it was an inventory list of things that were being transferred in the buyout. So I was kind of alarmed that it had vanished, the two works, but perhaps the First Interstate Bank branches of Washington that are still operating in the other side of the state, other side of the Cascades, maybe they have the prints. That would be nice. Otherwise, who knows where they are. A resident of the building where I live just stopped by and told me that she loathes red as a color and whatever, art, clothing, this, that, and the other, but she liked it here. So, well, more power to her and to the artwork. Because we've got a pretty intense, almost like a blood red up there. So this, I'm not sure it's how I printed this. I would have inked the plate with this red ink here. And then the ink is in the inset etched areas, and it's wiped from the surface, then the paper is put on top of the plate, which was zinc, and then run through an etching press. I don't recall how I did these areas here, but I probably took a brayer, which is like a rubber roller, and rolled red ink here, and here. And it looks like I would have done the same with blue ink. Two lines here and here, there, and across the bottom. All right, there you have it. An abstract interpretation of the Vanishing American Eagle #1. And considering this is like 78, 88, 98, 08, like 41 years ago, give or take, between the time I did the plate and when I printed this proof. Things have gone to hell under the Trump, the Pence, EPA climate change denial. Lately, they've been eliminating environmental protections that go back to Republican President Reagan's time in the White House. Just completely outrageous, as people and animals suffer worldwide due to desertification, ever-increasing storms, and ever-increasing temperatures, the highest on record. All right, enough yakking. There you have it.